Alien Covenant is a pre-sequel or a prequel that takes place in the Alien universe that follows up Prometheus from, a few years ago, but is also still a prequel to the Alien movies from back in the day. This one is directed by Ridley Scott, who's been kind of hit or miss for me since the early 2000s. There's Catherine Waterston and Jeff Bridges, and Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen is in this movie. Billy Crudup. Oh, honestly, Michael Fassbender is the only actor that you really need to know here. So basically, there's this crew that's on this big-ass ship. It's called the Covenant, and they're going to this planet that they've mapped out for colonization. They have 2,000 colonists on board, trying to get them to this planet so that they can colonize, but then they receive a signal or a distress code or something from another planet, and they decide to go to that planet and investigate. And when they get there, all hell breaks loose because there's xenomorphs and there's facehuggers and there's neomorphs, which are these weird kind of white xenomorph things. And so we have an Alien movie that is also a Prometheus movie, and it's that's what the movie is. Side note, is there anyone else like me who just absolutely hates those facehugger bastards? I hate those things. Seriously, it's like a spider that gets to fuck you. I don't like that idea. I just feel very uncomfortable about a bug being able to impregnate somebody. No, I don't like it. I have seen some really visually striking and visually gorgeous movies over the years. Hell, I've seen some of those movies this year. I would say that of all the movies I've seen this year, there are two movies that stand out the most to me in terms of cinematography and in terms of visual appeal. One is A Cure for Wellness, and the other one is Alien Covenant. This movie is absolutely gorgeous. This movie looks beautiful. The shots are beautiful. I love the detail that Ridley Scott is able to put into every frame. I love the visceral feel of it. I love how realistic and haunting the shit looks at times. It's not exactly gritty. It's more like a shiny version of gritty. It's like grimy. Or shitty. No, wait, no, it's not shitty because I can't call it shitty. Let's stick with grimy for right now. Also, I would say Michael Fassbender is probably the character and the actor that I cared the most or felt the most for. He plays two different androids in this movie. He plays the David android from the previous movie in Prometheus. He also plays a new android called Walter. I don't know how you add layers of complexity to an android, but they did it in this movie, so I gotta give them credit for that. Yeah, Michael Fassbender was brilliant. He gave the best performance in this movie, and I really did feel like he was playing two different versions of himself. You do understand a little bit about his kind of murky thought process in this movie. I think fans of Prometheus and then fans of the older school Alien movies are going to have a lot to enjoy in this movie. There is definitely a sense of discovery and mystery and investigation and science in this movie, just like there was in Prometheus. So in that sense, some parts of the movie do come off as slow burn. For me personally, they didn't bother me, but I have to let you know that that is in there because, again, some parts of this movie do feel like a direct sequel to Prometheus, and they do tease some of the answers and some of the mysteries that Prometheus kind of brought out without explaining or telling you exactly what all of that is. But at the same time, if you're just here for a gore fest, if you're just here for a straight up alien action and xenomorph shit, hey, this movie's got plenty of that too. Really, a lot of that is confined to the third act of the film, or the second and third acts of the film. It's pretty much alien violence and just a whole bunch of disgusting stuff. I mean, when I say disgusting, I'm talking about shit that just makes your skin crawl, makes your nipples hurt, all that shit. It's really bloody, it's really gory, it's just really uncomfortable visual stuff, and you just love all of it. You're like, thank you, Ridley Scott, this is what I needed. By the way, how did you guys appreciate my xenomorph impression from earlier? Yeah, pretty awesome, pretty boss, right? Biggest problem I have with this movie, though, is that most of the characters in the movie feel like disposable horror movie characters. Even the main chick that you're supposed to be rooting for, Catherine Waterston, I think plays her. She plays her okay. She's fine for what the role asks her to do. But it's not like you feel an emotional attachment to really anybody in this movie, aside from maybe Michael Fassbender's character, and even then, it's hard to care about him too much. He's a freaking android. Yeah, so most of the characters in this movie, when they die, you don't really feel anything. It's just like, nope, you're supposed to die, you're disposable. Hey, Ridley Scott, I don't care. Kill him if you want to. Not to mention, characters in this movie die in the most predictable way possible. I mean, characters make the typical cliche horror movie stupid decisions that you don't think they should make, but they make them anyway. Kind of like, oh, okay, well, you just don't even want to be in the sequel. Is that it? Like, no, that's a bad decision. You shouldn't go to... Well, you just want to die. Guys, in the end, I had a lot of enjoyment from Alien Covenant. I think a lot of fans of both Prometheus and Alien are going to get a lot out of this movie. If you lean towards one or the other, though, that's where this movie might lose you. And I like this movie enough to say that it's high Man of Steel caliber, and that's where I'm going to put this movie. This movie's Silver Age, all the way. Alright guys, those are my thoughts on Alien Covenant. What is your favorite Alien movie of all time? All of it. I don't care if we're talking about this series. I don't care if we're talking about another movie. What's your favorite Alien movie of all time? Let me know down below. Please like and subscribe to the Superfan Show. Follow me on Twitter at SuperfanHM. And if you like what you see, tell me how you feel and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel.